Alright, what's going on, guys? It's been a long time since I made a video, but finally getting some stuff going on the Miata. I actually ended up ordering some parts the other day, and this is what I got. So we got these two rear control arm bushings. These are the lower outer ones. They're the Mazda Speed ones, so they're like 30% stiffer rubber than OEM. I was going to do polyurethane, but I don't really want to have to deal with that, and since I'm only doing 2 replacements, like 1 out of the 6, I might as well just keep it rubber. And I don't really want to have to, like, I heard you have to do maintenance on polyurethane, and just doing this is a lot better, and it's a Mazda genuine part, made in Japan, super JDM, you already know. So we have these 2 bushings. I figured if I'm going to do the one that's busted, not really busted, but it's worn down a lot, I might as well do the other side too. So never installed bushings before, but that should be interesting. And then right here we just got this little part. It's the camshaft position sensor O-ring right here. I ordered this off eBay, just the right size. It's supposed to be like an upgraded one that'll last longer. Apparently it's a really common problem on Miatas for this to go out on your camshaft angle sensor, and then oil will just start pouring out like to the back of the motor and onto the trans and stuff, which is the problem I'm having. So hopefully this will fix it, and maybe if I have time, I'm also going to do a valve cover gasket just to try and get all those oil leaks fixed. So I know it's slow leaking, and it might also be leaking to the back, contributing to the oil leak I have. We're going to do this, and hopefully that'll all be fixed. And in other news, I also need some new brake rotors and pads. I was driving the other day, and it started scratching, so the pad wore down and started scratching the rotor. And you can see like the line all around the rotor. I needed new brakes for a long time, but never got around to doing it. Like I said, haven't had any brakes in work, but I actually do have a brake in work. I have like 2 days, so I'm going to go down to Imperial Beach Thursday night and go down there, and then I have work Saturday night, so I gotta go down there, and I'm gonna work pretty much all day Friday getting this thing going, doing the bushings, rotors, pads, and then also I'm gonna do the wheel bearing that I need to fix also. The rotors, pads, and wheel bearing, I'm gonna pick those all up at AutoZone. And for the rotors and pads, I want to know you guys' help. Should I just get the Duralast ones, or should I try and get the Brembo ones? Duralast are like $22 each, whereas the Brembo is $40 for one. So I'd be looking at like $150 for all the Brembos, and then because the rear ones are a little bit cheaper, or $80 for the Duralast AutoZone version. So what do you guys think? Would it be worth it to go Brembos, or should I just get the Duralast one, since I don't really track the car that often? It's not a race car, and I'm just gonna be mostly daily driving it, and maybe a couple track days once I get all this stuff fixed. So I'm gonna go outside, I'm gonna show you guys the brake rotors, and one more thing, we got a screw in the tire, so I gotta go put on the spare right now, and then we're gonna take the rim with the tire just by itself to a tire shop and try and get them to repair it. And I don't want to drive around on it too much, so I'm just going to take it out so I don't make it worse. But let's go do that right now. So here's the brake rotor. You can see the scoring right there, if it can focus. Right there. So, gonna need a new rotor and brake pads. Back here, you can see the flat tire. I filled it up yesterday, but drained again, so it's obviously leaking fast. But now we gotta put on the spare tire. I'm trying to find my deep 17 for these lug nuts, and it's being a pain, so I might have to run over to the store and find a deep 17 to get this tire out. That's the screw right there. So, picking this up, and we're literally gonna walk to the mechanic with this rim all the way over there, because they're right across the street, and my spare tire is actually really flat, so I don't want to just drive with a flat spare too. So I'm just gonna walk across the street, and they're gonna plug it up for me, and I'll bring it back and put it right back on. So we got it all patched up. We're heading home now, walking with it right across the street, like I said, so it's not that bad. But I think it was 30 bucks, which is kind of a lot, taking that to 70. The tire alone was 70. But you know, I just want to get it done. I got work tonight in like 3 hours, so now that I got done, I can drive. I don't have to skate, which is awesome. So I'm gonna go put this back on. is it. All patched, back on, everything tight. Time to put the spare back. I also need to go fill this up because it's super low. You could not even drive on it. Gonna jack it back down, and then we'll be finally done. Alright you guys, so that's going to be it for this video. I know it wasn't too interesting, you know, we got the Miata tire plugged, so we're off the spare now, can finally drive, but wheel bearings squeaking like crazy, so I'm going down to San Diego this Thursday night, and I'll start working on it Thursday night hopefully. I'm just going to pick up some Duralast brake pads and rotors, go with the cheap option, so it'll be like 120 bucks I think, looking online, 150 at most for all the Duralast brake pads and rotors, which is like crazy cheap compared to some other cars. I can get full brake replacements for our 1.6 Miata for 150 bucks. That's a good deal. Then we're gonna do the wheel bearing. We gotta rent the hub puller and slide hammer from AutoZone, and I might pick up like a cheap torque wrench from Harbor Freight maybe, just to get all the suspension stuff done. And then these bushings, if any of you guys got any tips for these, I know I just gotta like grease them up and try and get them in there, but I'm kind of scared because this is gonna be pretty hard doing by myself. And my friend who's a lot better at this is actually out of town right now, so maybe I can get some people to come hopefully get to help me. It's going to be hard, but I'm going to film as much of that as I can, so stay tuned for that. But I'm not going to be doing like a tutorial on it because I'm not very good at this stuff, so I'm not going to teach you guys. You guys want to see something like that, you know, you got to go to like someone like Chris Fix or the Car Passion channel. I'm actually following his guys for like the wheel bearing and stuff, so thank you for making those videos, man. And then I'm also the O-ring, hopefully I'll have time to do that camshaft angle sensor right there, and then maybe even do an oil change if I have time, just depending, you know. I'm gonna probably be doing like a 10-hour day on the car, just doing everything. This is my first time doing all this stuff, so I'm gonna be going kind of slow, making sure that I'll do it right. And there's a junkyard close by, so if I really mess up that bad, I can just grab like a whole new spindle from my 1.6 Miata too. So thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for some more interesting content, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And make sure to subscribe if you want to see more.